right, so here we are again. So what is 2020 did for us and what 2021 is bringing for us? How are we designing our year? How much you have done with your to-do list? Is one more tick off from your to-do list in 2020, or you still have a same list? By the way, when I was making my goals for 2021, I realized yes, out of 10 I still haven't touched 4, which is sad, but this all more of an environmental related, and I couldn't travel like many of you. Many things was not easy, but it was a different environment, different things, but I picked up different goals and could accomplish that one. Today we are going to talk about very crispy on to business protection. What does business protection stand for? How does it work? Why does it exist? Who does it? Who qualify for it? So let's talk about very crispy on these things, because I've been receiving several questions on that on a regular basis. So I compiled 3 questions for you, and so then I can put forward this question right here, probably relate to you too. Well, this session is more useful for you if you are a business owner, shareholder, managing director, or playing a key role in the company, have a meaningful role, probably a sales director in a company, head of HR, head of finance, and sales, marketing heads. You guys bring something to the table, then this is for you. You must know this thing. If you are not protected, what are you going to lose it? There's so many misperception about business protection. People see it differently. Your legal advisor will give you certain points which comes in that how well you have planned your legacy or business succession planning. Part of a business succession planning in an overall bigger picture, yes, there is a one important element up there which is unignorable, which is insurance for business protection. How does it work? Basically, let me put this in simple words for you. Let's say there are 2 business partners. We start with the business partner right now for here, and both are brother. Let's take this scenario. This is one of my favorite scenario, and favorite in terms I've been dealing a lot of clients who are brothers and family business, and they have a huge amount of trust, of course, on each other. And probably the elder brother or one of the brother is the key face of the company, but at the same time the younger brother is equally playing an important role. But many a time they have a family together, joint families and trust together, whether you're family or whether you're friend together. Do you know if one of the person died prematurely, what happens to the business? While your business could be well settled, you already have a huge company and people are playing different roles, so the business probably in autopilot mode. That's what you may think. You may have designed that may onward, right? But at the same time, there are liabilities on the key face of the company. If you're owner, of course, you must be giving a bank guarantee. If you are given bank guarantee, then it's a disaster if you do not give attention to business protection. The consequences of not doing the business protection: number 1, business stability. Yes, business suffer to the losses on the loss of the key face of the company. Could be the amount, anything. Let me come to the amount later, but there's significant losses being seen in many businesses where the key face is being lost. Key face, again I emphasize, could be anyone, partner, director, brother, son of the owner, or also sales head, finance head, anybody, right? Those are the key people who played also on the losses of their life. Business suffer significant amount of losses. Stability, it's questionable that how long you bring back the wheel on the same level to have the business running immediately on a smoother level. It's hard to be seen on immediately a business runs on the same level. No way. You may be living in a fantasy and say, no, my business is well protected. Be truthful to yourself that yes, if you play key role, if you're not there, your company definitely going to suffer the financial losses on place. So yes, business is what you created, is not just without vision. If it is without vision, I'm not talking to you then. Yes, but it's with the vision. You want to run the business for long term, and you have created for your family, your son, your kids, and the long empire which you created. Now you don't have a one person to look after. You have a number of employees who look up to you. So you definitely see that how loss is going to impact to their lives as well. Number 2, your financial losses for your family. Yes, if you're a key phase, when all the consequences happens, you are not only responsible to the company, your family is looking up to you. They are also looking up to you, that you have been supposedly created a financial security balloon for them so well that they are fully protected in that balloon, right? But if not, and you may be living a wonderful luxury house today with a few responsibility or probably liabilities, but because you rely on a business which generate a good amount of business income and you think everything is right up there, but so as family is happy at the moment, but you actually not gone deeper enough to ensure that you have created the business protection and secure your family too. Honestly, in 2020, we have seen businesses falling down. We have seen business going out of the track. We have seen business not generating profit enough, which was there before. On the other side, yes, businesses have gone so high as well, depending on the demand or the kind of industry you stay in. But nobody was prepared for 2020. Neither you or nor me, right? We have seen, experienced the tough times that comes in. And we also have seen people who lost their lives in between. And with the experience, I have seen those businesses shutting down. That's sad to see it, because that's not what people create the businesses for. And unforeseen situations comes in without giving you any kind of warning. Number 3, which is another very important one, you lose opportunity to create a huge liquidity for your company if you are not doing a business protection. If you do not give attention to business protection, yes, you're not going to have that liquidity which can come easily. We all go. How are you leaving behind? Are you leaving the world behind you by leaving them in a better place to live in this world? Have a company much more liquidity as a gift which you can leave it behind? You may not be the one who will be getting the liquidity. Your family would not be the one. Your business wouldn't be the one who will be getting that kind of liquidity from the insurance, which helps business to stabilize financial security of the business, and the employees who are depending on you will still continue their lives because you have taken the right decision on the right time. But because you don't take decision on the right time and procrastinate, or probably not understand or have a misperception about this, you are losing that opportunity out. Nevertheless, we are not too late about that. That's where this session comes from. As I said, I'll be answering those questions which can help you with some understanding, which will be a key takeaway for this session for you. You can send me questions as well. If I'm not answering that question in this session, I'll be able to give you over your email if I can bring that back to you on the email. Let's take the few things, okay? So I've been asked what is the business protection. I just explained you what is business protection. Is it basically you can also mix it with your key man insurance. Yes, the key man is owner, shareholder, or the key person. That person stand out to be I would say very important person for the business, so that life of that person has to be insured for life or critical illness. Yes, people don't only just die, people also fall badly sick, right? So you can also insure critical illness for that key man person. If you are too filthy rich and your business is already, you are in a billionaire list, probably you may ignore the critical illness thing. But I think I've seen billionaires do not ignore this thing, because they also see millionaires, billionaires, they see that also a liquidity which comes from the insurance, and why not to utilize that one? What does key man insurance covers? All right, technically it's your life and your business and the profits. If you're looking at the profits, yes, your business profits are covered, your income is covered, but it's all depend on you, right? So you have to have the insurability on place to cover your life, which brings the profit on the table, which brings the liquidity on the table, which brings the income on the table. Do I need a keyman insurance? The question came to me day before yesterday from Mr. Jaffer from Bahrain. Jaffer, yes, if you are, as I explained, if you are one of those who are playing a key role in the company, yes, in that scenario, you do need a keyman insurance on place. Who is the key person? I explained you that as well. For me, key person will be a person who is contributing meaningful, who is contributing not only financially but many other manners. And because imagine a position like head of HR, where a person is definitely contributing, managing your people. You may see the monetary benefit doesn't look like to be coming straight away directly to, but indirectly definitely that person is a very key person for you. He's managing your people, and impact on his position is very important. If he's not there, replacement cost is also a big one on such positions, to bring back another person on that place, and you do want to make sure that he stays with you for longer, as long as you can hold them up, right? So yes, that's also when you do a key man on those kind of employees as well, that this is you buy out, of course, their loyalty, they stays longer with you. We have done for a number of companies the whole first layer of employees together, a larger life insurance on key man on that front for them. So when your company do look after their first layer of people as well with a decent amount. What level of key insurance do I need? Okay, that's a very interesting question. So let me tell you the minimum levels. The absolute minimum level for a key man insurance would be, let's say if you're looking at the position, you're employed, then you're looking at income into 5 times, multiply 5 times, at least that's, as I said, that's the absolute minimum. You can go maximum up to 20 times if the income of the person bring that kind of a revenue on the table today. Example, if he's bringing on your table $100,000, so $500,000 is minimum is what you should be looking at as a key man. If you bring the profit of $10 million, 5 times again, $50 million is the cover which is that person look like to be having on that place. And what else you should be not be ignoring that key. If you have a bank guarantee, if your key phase, which is pretty common in UAE, that bank guarantee is taken on the key phase, this is owners and shareholder phases, and that could be anything from any amount, could be $1 million to $100 million, whatever. So yes, you are liable to make sure that you cover the bank guarantee amount with your personal life insurance, where the beneficiary is your company and you do contribute, being responsible person in the company, not just thinking, okay, anyways, I'm the owner anyways, so it doesn't matter if I do or not, people will look after, God will look after. Come on, like, be realistic on the business, and this is where you really need to look after if you're a bank guarantee phase to the company. As I said, maximum 20 times. You can see the minimum, absolute minimum, which I suggest 5. Sometimes if your budget or your pocket cost is different, then you can see a different product. You can still do a large number with different products. You can consult specialists on that front as well. Is key man insurance taxable? Okay, this question also from Bahrain to me. To be honest, I'm not familiar with the taxations in Bahrain. In UAE, not in more or less over the world, which we know, because what business key man insurance is actually not, the proceeds from that are not taxable. This is not an income which you're generating which will be taxable, so this is non-taxable immediate benefits. All right. This is also interesting question from Mr. Sudesh. He's working as a CFO. What happens if the key man quits the company to join another one? There are options, of course. Some companies will discontinue the product or cover on the person if the person quits, because then he's not a key person for you and you may not want to continue paying for his premium, right? Second option is also if the person many a time leave on a good note and it's a amicable exit. At that time, as cover can be gifted and the premium can be continue to be paid by the person. Let's say, Sudesh, if the cover is on you and the company has done it for you and company is paying so far for that, and once you leave the company, you can ask to the company that you want to continue paying the premium and you want to have this cover ongoing, and you will move it to a personal level. So that's doable as well. And of course, you can assign the companies, you can assign the benefits differently, because when a key man policy is there, usually the beneficiary is the company. But in that scenario, you can change the beneficiary to your family or to a different company probably. Also, when you join a second company, you can tell them you want to carry forward this cover, and the second company can continue paying for you and they can become beneficiary or partial to your family. These things are, I would say, modifiable, changeable when you exit. It all depends how the smooth and lovely is your exit or mutual. What are the requirements for a key man insurance? I would say if you are shareholder, anyone shareholder more than 51%, that's a top things to have it on place, that you are the top key person on the face of the company. Cannot ignore having a larger life insurance coverage on your face, right? But what are the other requirements? I would say requirements are definitely important, that you should be insurable, your health should be insurable, you should be in good health. I always say that it's not money which buys you insurance, it's your health which buys you insurance. If you're in good health, you can always go for it, but if you're not, and then might be a very expensive cover, or you might have lost insurability already. All right, next question I have it also, which is I just mentioned up there, that come to me, this is immediate question comes to me very often, that what products can be purchased for that. Guys, don't go for a products. I would say that there are number of products available actually, but right, the number of products, let's take it as okay, I'm very bad at drawing though, but I'll try my best. So product, once you're kind of understood and convinced enough that yes, you need to look after the business protection, so what are the tools you can use it? So tools are different products, and products are in a bigger list. There are type of policies, like how you drive car. You know, when you drive car, you can drive from Toyota to Rolls-Royce, right? So Toyota to Rolls-Royce, there are different features in the car, different chassis in the car, and the different safety tools are in that. Which car is much more durability, safety, trustworthy, and which something you can afford to, right? All these factors you look into it when you commute in a car. And there are people who also simply wants to go a rental because of their budget, right? Similar manner, insurance has a huge range of product. It has a different chassis inside there, whole of life, universal life with the premium financing, policies which run based on an index, policies which runs on a funds, policies runs which is on a dividend. Those are different type of whole of life policies, guaranteed, non-guaranteed, and on the other side is a term plans, right? So term plan, I call it like a rental car. So you have this temporary cover. Similarly, you are driving a rental car. So term insurance is the rental one kind of thing, because it's cheaper, but you don't get anything back. There's no guarantee back. As long as you pay premium, you're covered. You stop paying, everything is gone, right? So that's called temporary cover. But on the other product side, which is premium finance, pretty famous for business owners, also a lot more, and it's a different chassis in there. So you have to understand the right chassis which you are getting into it. Not everybody really know what is jumbo insurance. Not everybody really can design a right premium finance policy for you. Their understanding, their thought process, and their There, I would say, structure of the policy is important. Take always very, very, very informed decision. Policy doesn't come with a guarantee which you think that it's going to be 100-year, 95-year. No, it has a different impact on the different stages, which you must know with expert. Product, secondary option, but I said that I think now the thing is that what stability you need, that what structure you need, that how durable the product you need. Do you want to drive Rolls Royce or do you want to drive Toyota Corolla? Up to you. Happy to share much more information if you require though. And thanks for sharing, thanks for coming up, showing up and sharing your interest with us, and thanks for questions which has come to me and which has made me do this live session. And I'll be taking another live session on the next on the product education. What are the products and how different chassis impact? So I'll be sharing with you top 4 products with a different mechanism into it. Not a big policy, high value life insurance policy, but different mechanism into it. You may really want to know this one before you take a right decision for yourself. If you understand things well, you are taking a well-informed decision. Thank you for joining, and you may feel free to send me your questions. We'll be happy to take it, and if I can answer it on your email, I will be happy to send you on the email over. Thank you so much.